They told him he was too late, that he'd missed his chance. But what if I told you that sometimes the best things in life come to those who wait? Meet Alex. In his late 20s, he watched everyone around him succeed, friends climbing careers, buying homes, ticking off life milestones. Every family gathering felt like a test. So, what about you, Alex? And every time he had no answer. Alex loved painting. He had talent, but he never shared it. He thought it was too late to start, too risky to fail, and too foolish to try. Every day, Alex walked past galleries, scrolled social media, and felt the weight of everyone else's success. Am I too late? Am I falling behind? Will I ever make my mark? He asked himself. He felt stuck, watching life from the sidelines while a world of vibrant color and creativity lived only in his private sketchbooks. The gap between who he was and who he wanted to be felt like an ocean. The pressure to conform, to follow a traditional path, was immense. His dream felt like a childish fantasy he was supposed to have outgrown. He even tried to forget about it, telling himself that a stable job and a quiet life were enough. But a quiet life felt like a silent one, and his soul was screaming for expression. The silence was deafening, a constant reminder of the passion he was suppressing. His art was his voice, but he was too afraid to speak. Then one rainy evening, he saw at a local art contest. Deadline? Tomorrow? His first thought? Ignore it. Too stressful. Too fast. He nearly closed the browser, ready to let another opportunity slip by. But as he hovered over the exit button, a tiny spark whispered, "Just try. You don't have to win. Just start." That whisper was louder than all the years of doubt combined. It was a moment of clarity, a final stand against the fear that had held him captive for so long. He realized that the biggest failure wasn't trying and not succeeding. It was never trying at all. So Alex stayed up all night. The coffee maker worked overtime as he poured every ounce of his being onto the canvas. Every brushstroke was filled with doubt, exhaustion, and a flicker of hope. He painted his frustration, his longing, his secret dreams. The colors bled together, telling the story he had been too afraid to voice. By morning, with the sun just beginning to peek over the horizon, he delivered his painting just moments before the deadline. Days later, a phone call shattered the quiet of his apartment. He had won first place, and that was just the beginning. The contest win was like a key turning a long-locked door. People started noticing his work. Commissions began to trickle in, then pour. Local galleries that he once walked past with a sense of longing now reached out to him, inviting him to exhibit his art. Alex realized something powerful. Success doesn't have a deadline. It doesn't care how old you are or how many times you've started over. Life didn't change overnight, but step by step, Alex built a new path. He finally found the courage to leave the office job he hated, the one that paid the bills but starved his soul. He devoted himself entirely to what he loved. Each new painting, each new commission, was a confirmation that he was on the right track. It reminded him, timing is just a number. The doors he thought were closed forever weren't just unlocked. They were wide open, waiting for him to walk through. He met people from his past, some who had doubted him, who had subtly questioned his choices. Their skepticism didn't matter anymore. What mattered was that he had finally believed in himself enough to try. And when he finally did, a universe of opportunities he never imagined started appearing. He wasn't just painting pictures. He was painting his own future, one vibrant stroke at a time. Alex learned that passion doesn't come with a timer. It doesn't expire. Growth, success, and true fulfillment can arrive later than they do for everyone else, but when they do, they can be even more powerful, more meaningful, because they are born from patience, resilience, and unwavering belief. His late start gave him a unique perspective, a depth to his work that came from years of observation and quiet longing. He was no longer just Alex, the guy who was falling behind. He was Alex, the artist. If you feel like it's too late, like you've missed your moment, it isn't. Life doesn't run on someone else's clock. Your path is not meant to be a carbon copy of another's. What matters is taking that first step, especially when fear whispers that you're behind. The journey is yours and yours alone. Sometimes, the most beautiful, rewarding chapters of our lives come much later than we expect. And when you finally decide to start, no matter your age, no matter your stage in life, no matter the doubts that crowd your mind, the world begins to open its doors. It's waiting for you. So if you've been waiting, doubting, thinking you missed your chance, don't wait another day. Start today. Pick up the pen, the brush, the instrument. Make the call. Write the first page. Your time is now. Thank you for watching.